Sorry about that. Yeah. So, hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and I wish you all a very, very happy Chaitra Navratri and Chaitra Shukla Paksha Pratipada. That is the new year, Hindu New Year that we are heading to on the 30th. So, this is a beautiful week, as you all know. I hope you all can hear me, first of all, because these are all live sessions. And I hope you all are doing well and great. And this video is about the weeklies, as you know, the week 13th of the year 2024. And we have lots of changes happening. And as you can see, this is black that I'm wearing. It is because we have Saturn's ingress in the Pisces sign, in the last sign of the natural zodiac. So definitely a very, very awaited week, I would say, and a very iconic week because we have a solar eclipse also happening in the Pisces sign. So this is a Shapit Yoga, what not we call it. And there's Rahu conjunction with all the other grahas, and Rahu wins it all, as you all know, because Saturn till the 9th of April has also come past. So I'll be taking you through to this transit positions in the sky first, and then I will be sharing my insights on the 12 signs as to how the week is going to unfold. And stay tuned because there's lots happening this week. And Saturn's ingress, of course, the much awaited transit and much talked about transit is also going to be taking place this week in the Pisces sign. So this is also the time period which is going to be impacting us all somewhere or the other. For the 6 signs, it is good, but for the rest of the 6 signs, it's not that great. But you must also see the dasha that you're in if you want to understand what exactly this stellium or the clustering of planets which is happening in the 12th sign of the natural zodiac in the Pisces sign. We all have Pisces sign somewhere or the other, isn't it? Maybe there is no graha there. Maybe there is a dasha of a graha which is posited in the Pisces sign, or one of those grahas which are posited in the transit in the Pisces sign that is going to be impacting you. So we should not just generalize it that this is going to be a bad transit or this is going to be a good transit. No, we have to see how this is going to play out in the personal chart as regards to your own dasha first. If you are in a dasha of a graha, then it will be impacting you. Please do change the time as per your time zone. And these are all general predictions, as you all know. And you must check your birth chart first and then see where the other grahas are transiting. And if at all you want to understand ascendant, moon, you can just put up your kundli or your horoscope on any of the apps or the website, and you will get all the details there. And if you want to know what dasha you're in, that is the Vimashotri dasha, do check that as well. If at all you're in a particular grahas dasha, suppose Jupiter's dasha, and Jupiter in your natal chart is in Taurus sign, and you are Capricorn rising, so make Taurus also your lagna and see how it is going to play out in your chart, how the grahas are forming a connection if you are a Taurus rising, and in the transit also Taurus will be playing out its role. I don't think so any of the astrologers have ever talked about this, and this is the most important point and the way to look at the horoscope. And you must see the nakshatra. Saturn is going to be transiting in the Pisces sign. As you know, it is going to be transiting 3 nakshatras. So you have to see the lordship of these also, where these are placed and how they are going to be forming a connection in your natal chart. See, there are a lot many things that I have to tell you, but it's the time crunch that I'm in. So it's like, we cannot just keep on talking about the general view because people are waiting for the predictions. So these are our live sessions, as you all know. So I will be, thank you so much for being here. Lunar Mystic Vidya, thank you so much for being here. Happy Ugadi. And Karthik Sumrani, Shikha Agrawal, thank you so much for being here and supporting me all the time. Thank you. You're my family, you know that. And first of all, let me show you the Drik Panchangam, Drik Panchang, because this is what, is going to help you understand the dates also. And we do have Chaitra Amavasya on the 28th of March, India, New Delhi time, 7:55. So you can make as per your, this Drik Panchang at your place also. So we have Chaitra Amavasya on the 28th March, starting at 7:55 p.m. India time till the 29th March, 4:27 p.m. And then we start with the Pratipada, that is the first tithi. So that is called the Chaitra Navaratri, that is on the 30th of March, because it is going to start, Pratipada is going to start from the 29th March evening, and we take it from the sunrise. So it is going to be celebrated on the 30th. So we have Chaitra Navaratri. You can see here. Chaitra Navaratri is there. If you all can see, there's Chaitra Navaratri. Then we have Gudi Padwa. We call it Yugadi. N number of names we have. Different places, different names. And then we have Surya Grahan also. If you can see here. 1 second. So this will help you. This is one of the most trusted, and of course Jagannath Hora, of PVR, that's also a very, very trusted, free of cost. You can just put up your chart there also. So we have Surya Grahan also, it's written, so you can just see, and this is Chaitra Amavasya. So these are very important events which are going to be taking place this month and this week. And moon is going to be transiting through, 1 second, let me just stop sharing this first, and then I'll be sharing with you. Okay, let me just say it. Moon is going to be transiting through Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces signs this week. And 24th to the 26th afternoon in Capricorn, aspected by Mars, Jupiter, Ketu, and 26th afternoon to the 28th of March evening in Aquarius sign, where it is going to be conjunct Saturn. And then Saturn, of course, moves forward, moon moves forward, and then we have conjunction of planets in the Pisces sign, and till the 30th of evening, 28th evening till the 30th of evening, it's going to be in Pisces sign. And we have the Amavasya. Whenever sun and moon are together, it's Amavasya, that is the new moon, no moon, as we say. And you see, we do have Navaratri from 30th of March till the 7th of April. Now, Ram Navami is on the 6th. 9th day is on the 6th of April. See, we have to also understand the difference between the two Navaratris. One is the Chaitra Navaratri, the other one is the Sharad Navaratri. One is Lord Ram's birthday, and the other one is when, Lord Ram actually, killed Ravan. So that is the difference also. Main difference is that. But yes, we must also see that, we have to worship the goddess during this time. So it is really very important to understand. I will be sharing my insights on that also. And before that, let me just quickly share with you this slide that I have made for you. 1 second. Okay, this is important. Now, see, Saturn is going to be transiting through the Pisces sign. Now, the red boxes mean that they are going to feel the negative impact, a little bit of negative impact, and wherever you have these signs, because everybody has all the 12 signs. So somewhere or the other, it is going to be impacting you negatively, and somewhere it is going to be giving you some relief also. So for Aries, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, the Saturn transit might just be giving you some kind of issues. And then we have Gemini, because for Gemini also, this was actually, giving you some kind of negative impact, because it was Saturn was in your 9th house, being the 8th lord also. And then it is going to be good for Cancer natives, because it was the Ashtama Shani. And then Libra natives have also been experiencing some negative results, because Saturn was transiting the 5th house. For Scorpio, it was the 4th house transit, and Saturn was aspecting also. And for Sagittarius, it is going to be much, I will not say it is going to be really bad, but yes, you have some pressure in those areas wherever your Sagittarius sign is. So you have to see, if at all you are in Saturn Dasha, if you have any graha posited in these zones, so this Saturn is going to pressurize you. Saturn is pressure, basically, it presses you, it has restrictions, constraints. So all these areas are going to get impacted. and not so good, I would say. Scorpio natives especially, are going to be feeling a little better. And also, I wanted to share with you my insights on the Navaratri. As I said, it is important to understand that there are two kinds of Navaratris, and the 9 goddesses we worship. And this is also, the time when you will be having more. It's about season change, basically. We have to understand that Chaitra Navratri is about, it means beginning of anything. Chaitra Navratri, it marks the start of the Hindu lunar calendar. On the other hand, Sharad Navratri falls between October and November. And Chaitra Navratri is about, it revolves around person's spiritual desires, and Sharad Navratri focuses on worldly desires. That is why, during the Sharad Navratri, you will see that there is more of negative energy, that we experience, from the external forces, maybe some relatives and guests and everybody, you feel that they are just, not emitting those kinds of positive energy, or you feel that there is something which is going on negatively. And the last day of Chaitra Navaratri is known as Ram Navaratri. It commemorates with the birth of Lord Rama. On the other hand, Sharad Navaratri is Vijayadashmi, which is about, killing or victory over the demon. So it is like Ma Durga actually, killed demon Mahishasur. Anyhow, you can just get this all on the internet. There's a lot of material there, and so we have to also see the way it is done. If you want to fast, if you want to worship God, divine goddess, so this is the time one must be more reflective, more inside. So that is towards your internal growth. So now let's start with the weeklies and how this week is going to play out for one and all. Okay. So without any confusion, as you know, this is very, very, very simple way of looking at the horoscope. That is, you have to check your ascendant, your moon sign, wherever it is, and your dasha sign also. As I always tell you, this is the most important. Until unless you know what is your dasha, Vimashotri dasha, and where that sign is, you will not be able to make out how these transit positions are, moon sign and dasha sign. So for dasha sign, I've made a short video. Please do watch it, how to look at the transits the right way. Okay. So as I said, moon is going to be transiting 3 zodiac signs, and Saturn is going to change signs. Mercury is retrograde, Venus is retrograde. So let us start with 7 days. Okay, one Rashi, 1 day. Okay, so moon is going to be, let me change to one more day so that moon is in the 10th house of yours. So moon is going to be in your, for Aries first. Okay. What to write Aries here. So for Aries natives, moon is going to be in your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses this week. So to start with 24th to the 26th afternoon, moon is going to be in your 10th house. 10th house is the house of career. And you will be very focused, or maybe there is lots to manage this day. These 2 days, especially, there are back-to-back meetings, you're exhausted, less time at the work, at home front, you're emotionally attached to your place of work, and people are trying to help you also. This is also the time when, you will be more confident about your work, and you're more spontaneous. You will get more opportunities. You will engage in good acts. This is also the time maybe you're going to be visiting some religious temple or religious place during this time. Also, there is a likelihood that you're going to be also meeting someone during this time who can guide you through as to how you have to go about your finances, how you can manage things well in your at your place of work, how you can start a afresh also. Avoid any kind of unnecessary travels and impulsive spending this week. Also, this might just be bringing about some authority at home front. You might just be guiding someone, or there is some emotional bonding with your father or with your mother also during this time. And this is also the time when you can have some difficulty in breathing. Maybe, you're having some lung related or respiratory issues. 26th afternoon to 28th evening, it's going to be in Aquarius, and we have a Saturn conjunction with this moon. See, when moon was in your Capricorn sign, Jupiter is looking, Ketu is looking. So you will definitely be meeting some people who are very spiritually inclined. With your co-workers, you'll be discussing something very important also. And then when Moon and Saturn are conjunct in your 11th house, this might just be bringing about monetary gains. You might just be hiring some more people at the place of work, subordinates, or maybe, some employees will be coming in, and there will be some kind of mental worries because of your maternal relatives, because it's 6 from 6. So you have to take care of your relationship with them. And there can be that you will have some friendship outside the circle where, apart from you have already got, you are into. And this might just be bringing about the ambitious you. Too many meetings, too much of networking is quite possible. Saturn is leaving the zone, so we don't have to worry about it now, because it is going to be making you feel that you can now get into new friendships also. You might just be now focused on a good network also. Then moon moves into your 12th house on the 28th evening to the 30th evening. And we do have a solar eclipse there. We do have a conjunction of Saturn, Venus, Rahu, Mercury, moon. All the grahas will be in your 12th house. So 12th house is the house of isolation. It is also the house of your mind will be gravitating between the other realms of the world. You can possess some psychic and intuitive abilities, and writing, painting, creativity. You will definitely be focused more on your growth also. And this might just be bringing about some strong spiritual insights and focused inner work. Maybe you just don't want to be with people. You want to just work on yourself, because this is the end of the cycle also. And moon is also going to be there. And there's a solar eclipse happening, which is the 5th lord in the 12th house. So maybe your children are going away from you because it's the 5th lord in the 12th. Also, it is about romance. You can have some issues in the romance. Romantic partner might just fall sick on this day. So you have to take care of that as well. Some unnecessary expenditures, unwanted expenditures, expenses on the women counterparts maybe, and you will be also pushed to your see, I'm giving you predictions in totality, not just because there is a solar eclipse, there's a new moon, there is a Saturn ingress, Rahu there. No, this is what the impact is going to be. So this is not just confined to only one thing. Believe you me, this is going to be impacting maximum areas, because almost all the horoscope is getting the clustering of planets in the 12th house. But unless you are in a particular planet's dasha, suppose you are in Rahu dasha, so it will impact you even more, no? So maybe you will buy some gadgets, you'll spend on gadgets, or maybe you're traveling overseas during this time. It can be a little cumbersome. So solar eclipse is something which is beginning of something new beginnings. And this is also the time when there is Chaitra Navaratri. So it is, as it is a new Hindu new year. So we start with a new cycle, new beginning. And this is the time, when, because sun and moon are in the last sign. And this is the time when we have the conjunction of sun and moon for the last time. And the cycle is coming to an end, and then starts the new cycle. Okay. So after this, sun will be in the 1st house, no? So it is exalted there. So this is the time when you can have some kind of, you might just feel jealous of someone. Okay, so this might just be bringing about quarrels with your relatives, friends, enmity, jealousy. So all that you have to work through also. Okay, so it's not just that it is going to be only negative or only positive. We have to see how is it personally impacting you, this transit. Is there a graha there? If you have a graha there, then it'll impact you even more. Sorry about getting into the technicalities of this, because this is a live session and I want to explain to the ones who know astrology also. This is a technical part that I just explained. And as far as the non-technical part is concerned, you must actually avoid unnecessary expenditure, impulsive expenditures. Maybe, you know, somebody's in the hospital, you have to spend there something which you can't avoid. So do it. Maybe you're going to be more charitable and getting overboard in charity. That is something you have to be cautious about. See, Mars is also looking at your sixth house. Ketu is there. So with relatives, with your own people, you can have some issues. Maybe you have to sell off your property and you want to buy another one. That can bring about some difficulty. But selling of property, you might just get a good price. Getting into loans, litigation, not a good idea, because you do have Mars looking at your sixth house also. Ketu is already there. While maybe, you know, working out, etc., you have to be cautious because it can lead to some injury also. Mars Ketu combination generally brings about surgery. So if at all you are wanting to get the surgery done, do it only after the eclipse is over. I do not suggest or recommend to get the surgical process. If at all it can be avoided, do it only after the eclipses. Once the eclipses get over, only then you should be doing it. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, 11th houses. And in the 11th house, you have this stellium, or the clustering of planets, which is forming. Solar eclipses happening there. And we do have Hindu New Year also starting that day, that is Chaitra Navratri, till the 7th of March, April. So this is a very, very positive time also at the same time. That is why, you know, when we have these kinds of energies playing out in the sky, you know, in the transits, we have been hearing that this is a very precarious kind of a combination, worldwide, something or the other will happen. But we do have certain alignments, which actually is the beginning of something really huge, something really auspicious also. Whenever there is Chaitra Navratri, Hindu New Year. So this is definitely the time to be more spiritual, because it is the Pisces sign where the conjunction is happening of Sun and Moon. To start with, Moon is going to be in your 9th house. So 9th house definitely will be bringing about some new people in your life, some new, maybe, you know, texts you'll be reading, writing something new, connecting with your father. You will definitely be more spiritually inclined, especially on the 24th to the 26th afternoon. You're going to be more confident about your own self. Yes, I can do it, you know, that kind of a thing. And this is also the time when you will be having a better comfort zone for whatever you do, and you get the success also. Maybe you're going to be enhancing your skills. This is also going to be making you very philosophical. Maybe you're meeting some philosophical or spiritual guru during this time, and you learn more new things, more things, and different cultures you will be connecting with. So this is like, you know, you people from all walks of life we see from the 9th house. That is why, you know, it's said that you are going to be quitting your karma whenever there is a combination of planets in the 9th house, or there is a dasha of a 9th house graha. So you will definitely be quitting your karma. And this is also the time when you will be exposed to different cultures, different people, and from all walks of life. You'll be traveling. Maybe, you know, you're going to be connecting with your father, your guru, your teacher, your mentor. And this is also 12th from your 10th. So this is also about leaving one place and going to another for work, for job. Maybe you're traveling for that reason also. And this is also a good time if you want to read some scriptures, etc. also. Then Moon is going to be in your 10th house, and there is a Saturn also there, and Saturn is on the verge of changing signs. That's happening on the 26th afternoon till the 28th evening. So Saturn is still there. So this is the time when you can learn some mantras. You can be very courageous. You'll be focused on your health. There's a lot of work, lots on your plate. Maybe there are so many meetings lined up. You're very career oriented, very hardworking. There's a lot of work, and you would look at your family members as, maybe they are just wanting your help or your advice. So you're going to be looking at them as your children, maybe, because you're going to be guiding them through. So it's good if you can guide them through, and maybe, you can have a very strong emotional bonding with them as well. In the 10th house, it's good for meeting or connecting with your government authorities, with your own people, who are at the place of work. Maybe you're discussing some new projects. You're thinking of learning more of the skills. Maybe, you're just thinking of expansion. So this might just be bringing that kind of connection with those kinds of people who are actually wanting to grow. So 10th house is name, fame, your success also. So you will maybe get some accolades or some kind of appreciation at the place of work also. And intellect wise, you're very sharp during this time also. And your health is also improving, maybe if you're suffering from a long time. So this is a time when you will feel a little better also. Now, if you can see, from your 5th house, this is the 6th house where moon is going to be. So maybe, children are going to join somewhere, or maybe, if you're a student native, there is a new job waiting for you, or you are going to be quitting the previous one and joining another one. So quite likely during this week, especially, but you must understand that there is a lot of energy this week, which is playing out in your 11th house with all the grahas there. So you need to be little alert on this. Do not make any impulsive decisions during this time. In the 11th house, this is also very good for finances, for fulfillment of desires also. Maybe you will be hiring more people. You're very busy on this day, and maybe you're going to be, just very ambitious. You're thinking of growth and how you can work through the groups that you're working with. And also there will be some larger professional network which can be built up. And you're going to be more focused on connectivity also. And also, there can be that you're going to be having some challenges to deal with your own circle, friendship, social circle, financial investment. You might just face a little bit of instability here and there. But definitely there are certain creative projects that you can just do, innovation, something very different out of the league you'll be also forming. Trust only reliable people, avoid risky investments with this kind of energy. Solar eclipse also happening in your 11th house. You need to be a little cautious. And solar eclipse energy is when sun is getting eclipsed. So this is more like, this is more like an internal thing, that you have to work on. You have to be less egocentric. Rather than that, you have to be more people-centric. Only then you will be able to get that kind of success. So work in a team. If you are a government official or anybody who is at an authority himself or herself, so you must take everybody with you and you must grow together. That should be the way to look at things. Last week, I did upload a video on solar eclipse. Please do watch that, lunar as well as solar eclipse. It was a long, elaborate video. I have done it already. Please do watch that video wherein the clustering of planets is also discussed. That'll help you. So with this, Mars also is looking at your 5th house. You need to take care of your children. Maybe, there is some issue in the stomach region, in your lungs region. You have to take care of that. Or maybe, if you have to sign some agreements and documents, you should be just taking good care of yourself there as well before signing. Mercury is retrograde, Venus is retrograde. So your Lagnesh is also retrograde, and Saturn is combust. Your Yoga Graha is combust. So this might just bring about some confusion here and there at the workplace also. So putting everything together, Jupiter and Venus are forming an exchange. No doubt about it. It is definitely going to be giving you success in your endeavors, fulfillment of desires by the end of the day, for sure. So don't worry. If you have to travel, if you have to sign any agreements, wait at least to this solar eclipse to pass. We have Chaitra Navratri, we have Hindu New Year. Happy New Year to you all. And I wish you all the success and spiritual growth, everyone, because this is the time when you should be thinking about how you can grow spiritually. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. I think I've not missed on any of the videos till date. Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, Mercury combust, Venus combust, Saturn combust. Almost all the videos I have done, even if I was very busy in the rituals and all, but still I tried doing all the videos. I did not want to miss out on the videos, and I wanted to keep you the heads up that I wanted to give you. So now coming to Gemini. For Gemini, moon is going to be in your 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. To start with, in the 8th house on the 24th till the 26th afternoon in the Capricorn sign. So whenever moon is in the 8th house, you must understand there is a lot of commotion inside you, in your head only. Maybe, there is something profound which is going to take place, something which is very, very transformative. This is a research-oriented mindset also when moon is in the 8th house, or any graha, as a matter of fact, whenever is in the 8th house, there's a lot of churning which happens. There's a lot of emotional upheavals, ups and downs, which can be experienced during this time. Suddenly, you will feel you're in one mood, and the other minute you're in a different mood. So you might just be going through that kind of up, down, mood swing kind of a phase also. So 24th to the 26th afternoon, you have to be a little careful, because Mars, Jupiter, Ketu, they all are looking at your 8th house also. So you need to be cautious about your mental setup. Don't be impulsive. You have to be more social. You have to be like doing for others, that kind of a social, like be charitable, be more into healing others also during this time. This can bring about some stress in the family also, and maybe you have some issues to deal with on the home front, or maybe with your own people. You can have some issues to deal with as well. Maybe with your mom, or maybe mom is not well, so you have to take care. All that you have to be cautious about. Be prepared for it. That is why I always say that forewarning is always forearming. So Mars is going to be looking at your 8th house. Also, this might just bring about some stress related to your body or your mind. Moon is going to be in your 9th house, and that's happening on the 26th afternoon till the 28th evening in the Aquarius sign. And it's going to be conjunct Saturn. Saturn is about to leave the zone. So it is definitely going to be the time when you will be more involved in travels, looking at the bigger picture. You will learn more. You want to explore more. You are into that mental setup. Your mental setup is for learning and exploring now in the 9th house. But yes, this is a good time period if you want to learn some Sanskrit text, some Tamil texts, if you are into that, something which is very different, not what you have been learning already, something very unconventional, I would say. And also spiritually, you will be more inclined. You will be more confident about whatever you do. And maybe you're upskilling yourself, how you gain the confidence when you're well equipped, when you're doing well. So you know that, okay, I can manage this situation, or maybe I can do well here because you're confident about your skill. So that is something which you might just be. And maybe you're going to be taking your family out for dinner. You're going to be connected with people. Also, this is about your growth. And this might just bring about some changes at the workplace also. Maybe the bosses and seniors are thinking of changing your department. So it might just be the news that day that might just, be good for you, in your favor, in fact. In case you want to go in for any kind of change as it is, this is the time if you're thinking of. But avoid closer to the solar eclipse time, because solar eclipse is in your 10th house any which way. So avoid, this is not the right time to make decisions regards to your job, your profession, your career. Do not switch right now. But yes, there is a strong likelihood from the 28th evening till the 30th evening, when there is a Pisces moon, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Saturn, Rahu, they all are going to be conjunct in your 10th house. The focus is to succeed in your endeavors, in your work, at the workplace. You're going to be having that drive to do things now. You're going to be career-oriented, hardworking, emotionally attached to your work because of the other grahas also. I'm just putting everything together. So this might just be bringing about too many emotions in one time at the place of work. Maybe, there are certain new people coming in, so you're just feeling a little uncomfortable because you're not used to their a way of working. So this might just be an overhauling which can happen in the 10th house. As it is, we have Saturn's transit, so that this can bring about some changes. So maybe your perspective will change, maybe your way of working may change, your bosses might change, your place of work might change, or maybe you're just asked to change the department and the building, maybe your premises, you're just shifting from one premises to another, your cubicle is changing. Some change definitely will be felt for at least these 2 months when Saturn and Rahu are conjunct there. So be prepared for it. And especially with the solar eclipse in your 10th house, this might just bring about some defamation also. So you have to be careful about your reputation, because people might just conspire against you and they might just say that this person has done this so and so thing. So be prepared. They can backstab you, and then it will be really difficult for you to recoup. So do not just get into those gossip zone, because people are going to be conspiring against you, because Rahu is there and Saturn is also going to be there. So there is a very, very strong scope of this getting active. This is the time when you might just be connecting with the government, VIPs, influential people also. So make the best use of the positive side of this transit rather than the negatives. I'm telling you the negatives from now itself so that you're prepared. No, I don't have to get into all that, all those things. Maybe, you're not feeling that kind of satisfaction with the kind of energy and effort you're putting in. Also, there can be some delays, some frustration, some hurdles, some hiccups you can go through. But ultimately, for Gemini natives, it definitely is a good transit. Believe you me, in the 10th house, it is going to be making some important changes in your life for sure. Double check your documents before signing, and also refine your strategies and the way of working, I would say. If you really want to grow, refine. That refinement is required. Saturn needs you to work harder. Saturn's job is to pressurize you, to change you towards a better person and a better human being. Remember that. So if you are putting effort in the right direction, who will stop you? Nobody can stop you, right? So just go ahead and be a go-getter. This is the time when you can gain all the confidence, courage, and strength that you are looking for. And your health will also improve for that reason, So Mars is in your Lagna till the April 3rd, and then, of course, it's going to be in your second house. But yeah, you are feeling quite uneasy because Mars is looking at your 4th house, Mars is looking at your 7th, 8th. So this has given some complications here and there with your partner, in your relationship. You have been working hard on yourself, but you're not able to cope up with the anger. Anger issues definitely happens when Mars is in the 1st house. So you need to I would not say control, or it's just that keep a check, when you're feeling a little agitated and angry and impulsive. So just keep a constant check. As I say, use the rubber band here, use the rubber band therapy, tie a rubber band, which is really very hard, and, just use it and just tie it and just do, just pull it and release it. It will just bring that noise and that pain so that, you're just woken up to that. No, I'm not supposed to get angry. So that is just a therapy that I have been using from a long, long time, and it has helped me. Jupiter is in your 12th house. Expenditures have increased, travels have increased. Maybe unnecessary wandering, has happened. So now is the time you will feel a little stabilized and better. Okay, after the eclipses are over. And Happy New Year. That's a Hindu New Year, Yugadi, Chaitra, Navratri starting. I wish you all a very, very happy Navratri, and worship goddess. Ask from her. She's the mother. She'll give you whatever you will ask. Okay, coming to the next one. That is Cancer. So good news for Cancer this week, because Saturn is leaving the 8th house. So all the best to you guys, because Cancer natives and Capricorn natives have suffered a lot. Now is the time when you will feel a little relaxed. So for Cancer natives, Moon is going to be in your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses this week. And then we have stellium forming, or the clustering of planets, in your 9th house also. Not to forget that. This is the time when to start with, 24th to the 26th afternoon, this moon is going to be in your 7th house. So this is about relationship with other people, not just you, but yourself. And this is the time when you will seek emotional support from, thank you so much, ASR, for 2424. You actually, yeah, cosmic reset. Yes, that's the one which is having all the eclipses videos, like both the eclipses are there in that video, lunar eclipse and solar eclipse, and then all the planets conjunction in the Pisces sign also. So you will seek emotional support from your life partner and others in general during this time. You could be in a love affair or a business partnership early in life. You could be early in life, as in like during this time period, you can feel that you would like to please others. Maybe you want to maintain that harmonious relationship, or your partner wants to maintain that harmonious relationship. And also this is the time when you will be working through your dietary habits, eating habits, because this is the 7th house energy which is playing out, and you might just be wanting to go out for dinner with your friends, meeting VIPs, meeting the government officials. This is the time when you will be putting your efforts in the right direction also. Gain from the government, relatives. You might just buy some new assets also during this time period, because the Lagnesh is in the 7th house. 7th house is a movable sign, so this might just be the time to travel also. That is why whenever moon is in the 7th house, it's said that maybe you're going to be traveling, or you're going to be in the foreign land, especially if the Lagnesh is in the 7th house. There could be some kind of support from your partner that you did not expect. The partner helps you. A partner is quite nourishing kinds, nurturing kinds this day. And it is good to connect with the people who are going to be helping you out in your stagnancy. They might just be the investors, they could be a business partner, but something which is going to help you kickstart. So that kickstart you're going to be getting now. From the 26th afternoon till the 28th evening, moon is going to be in your 8th house. Now, 8th house energy, is generally, people are a little scared of the 8th house because, moon debilitates in the 8th sign of the natural zodiac. So when it is in the 8th house, this is the time when, sudden events happen. Suddenly your mood is something and then it changes to something else. So those kinds of energies play out. That is why mood swings when moon is in the 8th house. So this is good for the research-oriented mindset. They are just into themselves and they're busy and they're not thinking of anything else. So this is the time when you can be emotionally feeling high and low, those highs and lows you feel when moon is in the 8th house. You would be inclined towards career of, where, you're in the research. So research could be because of your maybe thesis you're writing. It could be because of the occult sciences. Maybe you're just an astrologer and you're putting little extra effort, or you learn more. There can be some sort of distant relationship with your mom, maybe, during this time. But with a mother, you can have issues. And this is the time when your children will become very emotional. They need your support. Student natives might be going in for some examination. Competitive success is also guaranteed when moon is in the 8th house, remember, for the student native especially. And this is the time when you have to be careful about theft, litigation. Do not get involved in any kind of litigation. As it is, you have in Aquarius sign, it is going to be conjunct Saturn towards the end only, Saturn is, but definitely you have to be cautious. Do not trouble this Saturn. Let it go peacefully out of your 8th house. Digestive disorder can happen. Don't eat outside food during this time. Avoid. Also, this can lead to some kind of criticism or jealousy, or people conspiring against you with moon in the 8th house. There can be some secrets which can be revealed. Maybe you didn't know something which can just hurt you. So that kind of a situation can also come up. So you need to be careful. Then moon is lastly in your 9th house, and there's an eclipse which is happening. Clustering of planets is happening in your 9th house. So 9th house is the house of uncertainty in the belief systems. Okay, 9th house is the house of higher learning. Maybe you're going to be going in for some higher education, philosophical mindset. You learn new things. You're exposed to different cultures, different walks of life, people from different walks of life, different cultures, lectures, travels. This is the 12th house from your 10th, the house of karma. So maybe you're going to be having your karma overseas. You're traveling somewhere where, which is different from your place of karma. So that's why it is called the place of travel also. Your mother could be a life coach, or maybe, she's going to be guiding you during this time. Some expansion in the spiritual learning, self-reflection time. Meditate and avoid conflicts based on beliefs. Do not be rigid about your belief system. Okay. But yes, there is a solar eclipse in your Lagnesh is going to be in the 9th house. So definitely it is good to connect with your guru. Take the blessings of your elders during this time, as it is, it is the solar eclipse. So you must take the blessings of your father-like figures during this time. Mars is in your 12th house, Ketu in your 3rd. So this is the time when your siblings are going to be going overseas, or they're parting ways, or there can be some issues regards to your inheritance also. Maybe the split is happening and it is not acceptable. So that kind of a situation can also come up. So you need to be cautious. 1 second. So you need to be little cautious about those energies also. Do not get carried away and, just be in impulse, just, part ways with your own people. Okay. Ketu's there, no? Ketu splits. Ketu just takes you away from people, your own relatives and friends. Isolating planet, no? So that is what. So can you see how the planets are forming a connection? All the grahas, in fact, because Jupiter and Venus are also forming an exchange, no? So there is a likelihood that your friends are thinking of expansion. They're going to be very innovative. So you must actually support them. Maybe they need your help. So you should actually help them out also. And then we have not just that, but we have totally, so many positive energies playing out in the 9th house. So you must get more spiritually inclined. It will really help you learn more, explore the untapped realms. Okay. Maybe, there's a department change which is happening. Welcome it, accept it, because, things are going to be getting better with the passage of time, with Saturn coming out of your 8th house. Okay. So things are looking little convenient for you. Coming to the next one, that is, okay, Leo natives, okay, I'll just tell you. So for Leo natives, moon is going to be in your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses this week. 6th house, 24 to the 26th afternoon, moon is going to be in your 6th house. So 6th house represents conflicts. Okay, you would learn to deal with the problems of life and would become an expert in overcoming them during this time period, especially because of the energies which are playing out in your 8th house. You will become an expert. You will understand the human behavior now. So this is why 6th house is the house of servitude attitude. So maybe you are going to be having some kind of connectivity with your co-workers. You might just be having that helpful attitude, the teamwork. So this is also the time when you will find peace of mind, self-improvement, analytical introspection, connecting with your uncles and aunts. You might just be having situations where you have to contemplate, you have to focus on your health, your diet, your fitness regime. This might just be bringing about your connectivity even better with others, understanding them better. This is not the time to get into any kind of litigation, because Mars is also looking here. So I would not suggest to go in for any kind of litigation. Ketu is also in trine, though Jupiter is looking, but still the listening part, with others has to be improved. You have to work on that rather than, just working in isolation. Then moon is going to be in your 7th house, and that's happening from 26th afternoon to the 28th evening. So this is the time when, it is going to be bringing about happiness and pleasure from different sources, or maybe some different people. You might just be having some knowledge about the ancient texts. You want to just learn astrology, maybe something very unconventional, different than the league. You will be connecting with many sources of income. You might just be thinking of connecting with your business relations, with business partner, investors. You might just be having a different approach to deal with people now. Saturn is also on the verge of changing signs though. But yes, this is the time when you might just be having some ideas now working, also how you could be better in your business relation, in your love affair with your partner, how you can be more harmonious whenever moon is there. So you want to just reconcile, basically. This is also the house of agreement. So when you're signing the agreement, you're more cautious now, because the Lord of the 7th is going to be transiting through the 8th house. Your efforts will be towards the right approach now, the right kind of people, the right kind of approach. This is also the time when you can just buy something, some sort of assets. So that is something which is very positive. You should be going in for that. But yeah, just avoid 28th evening to 30th evening when moon is going to be in your 8th house. And that is where the clustering of planets is going to take place. So mood swings, basically, it's a research-oriented mindset, some new revelations, something which was, you never expected would happen. Something which you were trying to hide or others were trying to hide from you might just reveal. So that is something you have to be prepared for. But you will have profound understanding about the whole situation, and you'll be handling and dealing with the situation in a very composed manner. Okay. You don't want to trust people, but at the same time, you will not show that to others. So that kind of an experience is with all the grahas there. Rahu is also there. No, Rahu is very smart that way. And you will be inclined, because he's the one who went and, he sat in the queue where, all the devatas, the gods were queuing up. So he is considered to be the one who is very, very sharp, intellectual one. So you'll be inclined towards career of medicine, maybe, your occult sciences, social work, helping others. So all those will be good for you. If you are into research-oriented mindset, you should take a loan and keep for yourself, and start paying it slowly by slowly if you want to minimize the impact of the Saturn's ingress in the 8th house, because Mercury, Venus, Sun, they will be leaving in the upcoming months, and Saturn will be the one who will be left alone here. And then Rahu will be in your 7th house. So this is and we have a Rahu Ketu axis predominant, when all the grahas will be in Rahu Ketu axis on the 26th April. 20th, 21st, 22nd April of the next month, I will be doing a separate video of the same also, when, all the grahas are in a precarious placement, when Rahu and Saturn will be closely conjunct. So I'll be sharing that also soon. But for sure, you have the Saturn ingress in the 8th house will give you, little bit of challenge here and there, and you might just be having some financial difficulties, inheritance issues, some hidden enemies, backstabbing can happen. Learning about hidden aspects of life will give you deep transformation. It's the best to learn something which is a very unconventional kind of a subject, something very different than the league. So that will be good for you. If you are in you're into accounts, or you're or into auditing, etc., and you start doing astrology, so that will be really different, So maybe that kind of a career also can trigger. Also, handle your finances well and avoid power struggles. Do not get into any kind of litigation, loans, nothing. I mean, not about your health. I'm worried about your health. But for sure, if you take a small loan and, just keep it running, things are going to get, the other aspects are going to get handled well. Also, partnership, relationship wise, you can have some issues with Saturn, your 6th and 7th Lord in the 8th house. So this might just bring about some problems in documentation, legal matters, and it can give you some issues in your relationship also with your current partner. So you need to be taking good care. Or maybe health issues to your partner also can happen. Ketu and Mars are also forming a connection. So this is a Dhana Bhava which is getting active. Or maybe with Ketu, since Ketu is in your 2nd house, your savings are depleting. You're not able to save well. But Jupiter is looking here in the direct motion, since Jupiter has gotten direct. So you have been able to save. But Ketu doesn't let you. Mars is also looking here, in your 2nd house. So your savings are depleting. So the best is that do not keep hard cash with you. Just fix it so that you're not able to spend. Okay. So this is what is the week looking like. And we do have Chaitra Navaratri. I wish you all a very happy Hindu New Year, Yugadi, and have a great year ahead. Coming to the next one, and worship goddess. Beautiful Uma. She's written, I'm your ardent follower. Thank you so much. You are a blessed soul. Thank you. I pray to Devi to give Vak Siddhi and may your sadhana grow even more. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Uma, thank you so very much. Such a beautiful comment or compliment, I would say. It's a prayer, actually. You know, when somebody is blessing you like this from heart, it really touches you, you know. So I'm really overwhelmed and I'm really happy, and thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. I bless you all. I bless you all. And I wish and pray that everybody is happy. Goddess just blesses you all. Devi blesses you all. Okay. Because if you're watching this video, you really have some patience, I would say, because I talk so much. I talk of different things. It's in a flow. I don't know what all I say. I say good things, I say bad things, I say, you know, straightforward things. So I don't know if you like it or not. I apologize also at times, you know, I feel bad that, you know, you are spending so much time whenever there's a live session and you're there from the beginning till the end, waiting for your sign. I wish I could start in reverse, you know, from Pisces, but thank you so much for being here. I can just simply say thanks, gratitude. So for Virgo natives, moon is going to be in your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses this week, and 5th, 6th, and 7th, sorry. 5th, 6th, and 7th houses this week, 24 to 26th afternoon. It's going to be in Capricorn in your 5th house, and 5th house is the house of romance, children. And this is also about entertainment. So you might just be in that mode, you know, oh, let's have fun. Let me just unwind. I don't want to work. You know, sometimes you do feel that way. So 24th to the 26th afternoon, you're going to be in that mode. That is why it is the house of children also. It's a house of creativity. So you can become very creative. You can become very artistic during this time. So when you are alone, when you're thinking of you know, growth, or you're thinking of unwinding or entertainment, so you're very creative also. You're just involved in that only, because that is something which is keeping you light. So when you feel that you are unwinding, we all have to have a me time, you know. We have to have that kind of unwinding kind of situation. Make time for that. Even if, you know, you're very busy, do something for yourself which actually soothes the energy and which cleanses the energies, the negative energies, and makes you pure. And it's not just about the outer cleaning only. It is about the internal cleaning, healing. So this is the time when you will be very creative. You might just play the guitar or just play squash. Playing squash, I must tell you, every time I tell everyone that, you know, I love playing squash, but, you know, I'm getting older, my bones hurt, so I'm not able to, but I wish I can continue doing that. But yes, when moon is here, you know, connect with your children, the child inside you. So the childlike energy will be predominant. So make the best use of this energy. You know, this is the time when you're not feeling up to working and giving yourself to the karma and the work that you're doing every day, chores. You know, you just want to be, you know, just watch a movie. Just go and watch a movie. I love watching movies, by the way. And nowadays, you know, my son has made me you know, get into that zone where I'm watching anime. I have watched almost all the anime, I don't know, back to back, you know, in the past. Like, of course, not this month. When my mom-in-law passed away, I was little, you know, occupied with the rituals. But yeah, before that, I was just back to back, you know, watching all the famous ones. You know, I watched Attack on Titan. I watched Demon Slayer. Can you believe all those? And then Blue Lock. I watched Blue Lock, and the latest one also. I'm really, you know, looking forward to watching that. So, you know, sometimes you're in that mode. That is the me time. You know, I always tell everyone to have that. So when moon is here in the Capricorn sign, you do have to spend more time with yourself, and this can bring about the talented you. Maybe, you will be able to discover something which you have not been able to recognize. So this is something which is very creative you, and you can be very romantic also. This can be bringing about some worldly pleasures also to you. Then there can be some changes at the workplace, which can be, maybe you're not working, you're working from home that day. Then moon is going to be in your 6th house, and that's happening on the 26th afternoon to the 28th evening in your Aquarius sign. Saturn is going to be there, only the last lag which is left. I always say that it has already transited. You have felt that. I have felt it. It's the first-hand experience that I'm sharing, with my mom-in-law's passing and my dad in the hospital. I have experienced that Saturn transited already. So when Saturn is in the 6th house, this might just, represent conflicts. There can be some problems that you have to deal with. There can be that you have to be, this is something which is the house of healing also. This is the house of nurturing. So you have to understand human behavior. You have to be an expert in overcoming the problems of others. You have to help them. You have to be service oriented. And this is also the time when you will be actually self-improving, when you are analytical, you're introspective. So this is the time when you will be more involved in looking at yourself from a very different perspective, when Saturn and moon combination happens in the 6th house. So this is the time when you will be contemplating on things, or maybe people, or maybe something, situation. You're going to be very analytical. Okay, how I can deal with this, how I can come out of this situation. That kind of a scenario can happen. Also, this might just be the time when you're focused more on yourself, on your workouts, on your health. Teamwork will definitely be the key to success. So do not think that you can do it yourself. Listening, making work with the people, not against them. So that kind of a situation will definitely help you. And there are certain situations where, you feel that, there are certain enemies to actually overcome also. Situations are such that maybe it's a break in agreement, So when you're signing the documents and agreements, just make sure that you read them well, as it is Mercury's retrograde. Lagnesh is retrograde, so you have to be very, very careful about all these situations. Then moon is going to be in your 7th house, and there is this solar eclipse energy, Saturn energy, Venus, Mercury, and Rahu energy playing out. 6 planets are going to be there. So this is the time when you have to be careful about your situation, how you deal with your people, with others. Because if 1st house is you, 7th house is others. How you can quit karma with others. This is the time when you will be thinking about a lot. Because, sun is also there. So your Atma Karaka, it's a natural Atma Karaka, no? It is getting eclipsed by Rahu. So you might just you will be low on self-esteem, low on confidence. So you need to derive that happiness and derive that, that kind of confidence from others. Maybe your own partner might help you, that status will, that you're looking for. Maybe, that will be because you are self-introspective during this time. Okay, then how I can be a better human being. So until unless you have that, you will not be able to come out of the situation. This is also about, seeking emotional support from your life partner, from your business partner, from the people you are dealing with. You would be a person, who wants to be with people now. Without them, you will not be able to, because, you are going to be too much involved in that situation now, even more, where you need that kind of support. You cannot do it all alone. You need that support now. So just reach out, I would suggest. Be a back on, be a back or take a back, that kind of a situation. So if you can heal others, of course, nothing like it. And if you are not that strong, so you need to actually take the help and advice from your father-like figures also. Okay, that is something which is going to be. So harmony in relationship is a must during this time. And Mars is looking at the first house. As I said, Ketu and Mars combination, I really think that is one of those combinations which is good for coming out of the pain that you are going through. Because that pain is because of something which you're keeping in your body, which is to be removed. So surgical process is definitely a process which is going to give you that relief from the pain that you're going through. So if you want to go in for the surgical process, wait for the, grahas to be in dignity, of course, if you can postpone. But for sure, this is going to be bringing about some injury or some pain or some kind of blood loss. So it's better that you donate blood and, come out of the zone which, leads to more pain. So this is the time when you can have some surgical process also. Avoid the solar eclipse time. Otherwise, you can do it any day because Jupiter is also looking at your first house. That's a big time saving grace. If you want to go ahead with a marriage or something, so relationship wise, it's good, but getting married right now is not a good idea. Avoid. With Venus also retrograde, Mercury also retrograde. So wait till the next month, 15th, and then you can go ahead with it. I know Sun will be going into the 8th house next month. So I think you should be waiting for Sun to enter Taurus if you want to get married. Just giving you a muhurta. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching and writing such wonderful comments. I just got another one. Thank you so much, Libra. So for Libra natives, Moon is going to be in your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses this week. So when it is in the 4th house, to start with, this is the time when you will be homey. You are thinking about your home front, or how you can just deal with the situation. Maybe there is some something which requires that kind of emotional support when Moon is there. On the 24th, 25th, and 26th afternoon. Till then, you will be too much involved in the home affairs. Maybe you're attached to your family. You will be more involved in the home affairs, or maybe there is some hospitality which is required. Some guests have come home, so you have to take care. Some family members are unwell, so you have to take care. Or you're buying some property, so you have to go and visit the places. So that can also happen. Your mother requires that attention, or maybe she's not well and you need to take an off and spend time with her. Maybe, and of course, this is also the time when you can just go in for some renovation work, at the home front. Maybe, there is something which requires attention. There's some leakage or something. This is also the time you have to take care of your stomach region. There can be some kind of digestive disorders when Moon is in the Capricorn sign. There can be some sort of fear which is there, and which is keeping you, away from making some important and courageous decisions, bold decisions. So this is something which is lacking here. So you need to take help and advice from your mom. It's better that you seek her. Moon is going to be in your 5th house. Go for some, entertainment. 5th house is the house of entertainment, unwinding, creativity. Children, be a childlike, just unwind. Okay. Maybe if you want to go for some competitive examination, this is the time you can go for that also. You can be very theatrical. You can be going in for some writing, acting, singing, dancing, something very creative. And this is also about playfulness, cheerfulness, romantic. This is a house of romance, and Saturn is about to change also. So you're going to be feeling those energies even more during this week. And good for connecting with your children. Just hear them out. Give them all ears and just give them what they want to hear, and give them that advice that they need also. And also there can be that you're going to be wasting your money during this time. So just sit tight on your funds. Digestive troubles, of course, this week you have to eat right. Do not eat less also. Okay. There can be some changes on the job front. Maybe the department is changing or the boss is changing. That can also happen. And Moon is going to be in your 6th house. 6th house is the house of conflicts. And this is also the house of overcoming the conflicts. You can be very analytical. You can be service oriented. You can be helpful. You can be nurturing kinds. This is also the house of self-improvement. So organize your calendar well and do things which definitely are going to be giving you that kind of, pay attention more to the teamwork rather than thinking of doing things yourself, because this is not going to help you otherwise. Also, there can be some work related stress or health related stress that you can have because of the solar eclipse energy also here. And this might just be the time when you have to focus more on your wellness. Pay attention to what you eat, also about your work-life stress. We have to balance all of that as well. Rework your professional strategies, just pay attention or change your mindset and how you can, deal with the issues, or maybe, you will have to pay more attention to things which can, looking at things differently. If you want solution, you cannot just be doing things conventionally and getting that kind of result. No, it cannot give the similar kind of result. So you have to put effort in and explore differently now. Okay. And of course, people, your subordinates, your co-workers, all that, you need to work through. You need to figure that out, how you can work together. Because they can become your enemies, or maybe they can become your, maybe there can be so many difficulties that you can go through with the kind of people you're working with. Okay. So just make sure that you take good care of your health, stress. Okay. Just don't be too tied to a routine. Too much routine is also not good. Too much of work is also not good. Okay. Just unwind, take care of your health, take care of your mental setup. Mars is in your 9th house, looking at your 12th, so travels might be a little cumbersome. Maybe you're having sleepless nights, working all longer durations, so you're not able to. But Saturn's transit definitely is positive for you. It is going to give you elevation. You're going to be working too much. Or don't get overboard and get carried away and overboard. Take it easy. Okay, but Saturn here is definitely much, much better as compared to Saturn in the 5th house. Okay, so have a nice week ahead, and wish you all a very happy New Year, Hindu New Year, Yugadi, and of course we have Chaitra Navaratri also starting from the 30th. So worship goddess, he'll take you through. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, this week moon is going to be in your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses. 3rd house is the house of intellect also, learning more. So this might just be the time when you will feel very comfort, you might just feel very relaxed. You're learning more. You want to explore more, but you're very communicative. There's a lot of self-talk which is going on also. But for sure, this is a good time period to get your work done. Travels, maybe you're going to be more progressive. Your siblings are going to be helpful, or you're going to be meeting those kinds of people only who are going to be helping you. And this is a good time for growth also. This is also that you will have lot many ideas. You will have everything, knowledge of everything, variegated knowledge, I would say. So you're skillful in communicating, writing, speaking, acting. It's coming naturally to you. So you have to add a new perspective to your life. So this is the time when you can, from the 24th to the 26th afternoon. This is good for travels, good for communicating, good for selling off your property. You will get the price that you're looking for also. Also, siblings are going overseas maybe, or they're leaving the place where they are. Maybe they are not with you, but they're studying, they're going to be joining some job, or they're going to be taking up some internship or something. So this is the time but this is a good time to learn more actually, because it's the 3rd house. 3rd house is the house of curiosity also. 3rd house is in the natural zodiac ruled by Mercury. So it is about communication. It is about your knowledge, gaining, enhancing your knowledge. So this is the good time for publishing, writing, upskilling yourself. Then moon is going to be in your 4th house, and Saturn is also there on the 26th afternoon to the 28th evening. And then Saturn and moon both will be out of this zone, because Saturn later. So this is the time when you will be about your home front, how you can be comfortable. This might just give you some kind of experience childhood experience. You're thinking of your childhood, you're thinking about connecting with your friends. Maybe there is some renovation going on, so you're spending time, you're working from home because you have been traveling. So this is also the time when you can be more hospitable. You can, maybe somebody is at home, so you're attending. So there's a party at home, so you're just busy. Or you can be doing some social service also. Maybe you're answering questions to people who have asked. You're a teacher and you're just answering your students the questions, after the classes. So you can be very emotional about your mom. A mom is very, very disciplined, with Saturn there, of course, and you have to listen to her. So this is what fourth house energy is going to be. And you can buy some property, you can sell the property this week if you want to, the real estate, or you can buy a vehicle also. And then this is also the time when you have to take care of your lungs, respiratory issue, if you're dealing with already, so you have to take care. Then moon is going to be in your fifth house, and there's a stellium, that is clustering of planets happening there. Solar eclipse is there. Saturn, Rahu, Venus, Moon, Mercury, Sun, they all are going to be in the Pisces sign. That is your fifth house. Fifth house is the house of entertainment, creativity, children. So you need to be careful when you're thinking of conception. Avoid. Solar eclipse time, lunar eclipse time, avoid conceiving. Always. That's a rule. And this is going to be from 28th evening to the 30th evening, when moon is going to be in your fifth house. Fifth house is the house of how you express your views, basically. Maybe you can be dramatic, overly dramatic, or children are very dramatic. So this is the time when you have to focus more on listening what your children are saying. Maybe they need your support, or maybe there are people who need your support, so you're by their side. So this is also going to be the time when you will be more on the exploration side. As far as romance is concerned, creativity is concerned, it's at its peak here. But do not just get carried away and overindulge in the physical relationship, sexual relationship. Ex-partner comes in and you just bounce. It's like, oh, overwhelming. Oh, wow, that partner has come back. Yes. Oh, yippee. No, just relax. Think about it. Is it really worth it? So all these energies you have to tame when moon is going to be in your fifth house. Go for that activity, go for a swim, go for a yoga, go for something which, gives you more, makes you more creative, enhance yourself. You can be playful, you can be romantic, you can be more pleasurable. So, and pursue your hobby, that hobby that you have not pursued from a long, long time. So this is a very positive time for that, but don't get carried away. Okay, don't be overindulgent, because there's a solar eclipse also happening at the workplace. Also with bosses, seniors, you have to be a little cautious also. Okay, do not just make decisions haywire. Also, there can be romantic confusion, delays in creativity, maybe your projects and all. With this eclipse, you have to be a little prepared for that. Also, some intuitive abilities heighten, with this eclipse and the Rahu energy in your Saturn and Rahu conjunction in your fifth house. Also, avoid past lovers or toxic patterns. Focus on yourself, on self growth, on your growth. Okay. Mars is looking at from the 8th house, your 11th house. So maybe there can be issues that you have to deal with in your investments, sudden gains, sudden losses, or with your in your relationship with your friends also. Okay. So the toxicity you have to avoid, the toxic friends. All right. Coming to the next one. And also I must tell you that this is the new year, Yugadi. I wish you all a very happy new year, Hindu New Year, and worship the goddess. She'll really bless us all, I'm sure. Okay. Coming to the next one. Just give away all your problems to her. No, she'll take it away. Coming to Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your second, third, and fourth houses. So second house is the house of food, family, finance, and your how you deal with your sentiments also, your emotional, how well connected are you with your family. So from 24th to the 26th afternoon, Mars and Ketu and Jupiter are also looking at your second house. So it could be that, you're going to be too emotional. You're going to be discussing certain things with your parents, with your family, with your mom. And also maybe there is a dental procedure that you have to go through. You are going to be more involved in the cultural values, your value system. What exactly is the way to earn in the right way? Making money out of money. You're thinking about your budget planning, you're thinking about meeting your family and discussing your finances, your debts, your loans that you have taken. Also, you can be very creative, and you would be blessed with a good voice now. Maybe you have plans to sing, or maybe you're taking some lessons which is about your speech. Maybe you're learning a language, so you can take that up also. Moon is going to be in your third house, and that's happening from the 26th afternoon to the 28th evening. Now, in the third house, you might just have too many ideas running into your head. Saturn is, of course, on the verge of changing signs. So this will give you that courage to make decisions, bold decisions also. You can be skillful, you can be good at writing, speaking, you're learning more, you're going to be more artistic, or you can add new perspective to your life now. You're actually, very attached to your siblings suddenly. You want to just do things which can reconcile and, just make things better for you, in your relationship with your friends, family, your brother, sister. You're going to be sorting things out also. So that kind of a situation can happen. And travels, maybe you're traveling, there are some important journeys that you're taking, and this is the time when you will be also planning to sell off your property. And then Moon lastly is going to be in your fourth house, and there's a solar eclipse happening in your fourth house. And 28th evening to the 30th evening, Moon is going to be here. Mercury is retrograde, Venus is retrograde, Sun, Moon, Rahu, Saturn is also going to be there. So this is actually about your own people, your family, your peace, your home comforts, your care, your love, your hospitality, sorry. I don't know what happened. Hospitality, healthcare, social service, all these we see from fourth house, real estate, vehicles. So none of these are going to help you. Don't purchase property, do not buy vehicles. See, these are all impractical talks. But at the same time, when you're doing the documentation, recheck things. That can happen. They can go wrong even if Mercury and Venus are direct, remember. So if you have a dasha of a particular graha and it says go ahead, please go ahead. The basic promise needs to work. So just avoid the solar eclipse day. Otherwise, you can make the decision if you want to. Regards to your family, if you want to go for renovation, go in for that. Because it is the new beginnings that we are entering into. New beginnings, new setup. Everything is just changing now. So in case you want to, if there is some family dispute or there is some home-related stress, so that you have to reconcile now. This is the time you have to work through these energies also. And be patient, with your loved ones, especially avoid unnecessary confrontations, and also heal your traumas, because it's the fourth house energy. Fourth house is the house of mother's lap. So look for that peace rather than the arguments or the confrontations. Confrontations are not going to help you. So it's better that you make peace with the situation you are in. Okay. If you want to start any education, you want to go overseas, this is the time you will be planning everything. Okay. Sagittarius, Saturn is going to be looking at your first house also. So you might just be in that isolation zone. Maybe you're going to be traveling overseas for higher studies. That is why you're going away from your parents. Is it? So that is something you have to see, in the fourth house, how the energy is playing out. Also, there can be that you are having some losses also in and around your home environment. Maybe there's a theft. So you have to be careful of your belongings as well. Okay. But yes, this is also going to heal you. Whatever traumas that you're going through, this is the time which you will experience. It's actually healing you from within. Mars is there in the 7th house. Partner is getting aggressive. Maybe you need to help the partner. Maybe the partner requires the help, or the other people in and around you, not just your spousal relationship, not your business relationship. It's about other people apart from you, 7th house. So you might just have to reconcile with others, and you have to put effort, and you have to make things work or happen your way. Ketu is in the 10th house, so it is a detaching energy at the workplace, but it takes you to the heights and peak of your career also. Maybe you will meet someone who's very spiritually inclined, your boss is spiritually inclined, or your coworker is going to help you out if you're stuck somewhere. So this is a good time for you in a way, you know. I know Saturn is going to be looking at your first house, so it might just delay. Maybe, you know, you have to work longer hours. So that's a perk only, I would say. And a very, very happy Yugadi and a happy New Year, Hindu New Year, which is on the 30th, Chaitra Shukla Paksha Pratipada. And also we have Chaitra Navratri. So wish you all a very, very happy Chaitra Navratri and have a blessed, blessed, blessed year ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. Capricorn natives are going to be really, really relieved, I would say, with this Saturn leaving the Aquarius sign. So the Sarasati is coming to an end. So you have that sigh of relief now. So when Moon is going to be in your first house on the 24th till the 26th afternoon, it is about you yourself, your emotions, your personality, your mindset. You know, you can be very expressive, or you can be very reactive. You can be very emotional in one time, and the other time you're going to be very, very aggressive. So it's like, you know, excitement, and then, you know, suddenly you're gloomy. That kind of a phase also when Moon is in the first house, because the cycle has come to an end in the previous week and now it has to start. So you're going to be, you know, the thrust of energy is there. I have to do that. I have to do this. So that flux of energy is going to play out now. But for sure, it is going to be giving you that kind of relief now with Saturn leaving your second house. So savings are actually, the savings were depleting. Now you can save good amount of money also. And then Moon moves into your second house and is going to be for a few days, again, a couple of days, 26th afternoon to 28th evening is going to be conjunct Saturn for the last time in the Aquarius sign. So this is the time when, you know, you will be excited about your finances. You're going to be working through your assets, and, you know, your maybe buying some ornaments during this time. Some expenditure is on cards. And of course, you are going to be very emotional about your family. You're going to be discussing your possessions, your finances with your family also. You might just eat cold foods. Saturn is there in the second house, so warm them up and eat. Or maybe you're going to be having food products or sweets, so avoid. You might just have a fear of debts, loans, etc. This might just be the time when you have to repay the loan, or maybe you're waiting for someone else to repay the money that, you know, you had given as a loan. So you're waiting only. I don't see that happening, that coming to you. Maybe you made a wrong choice and decision by giving it away to someone. This might just bring about some health issues to your partner, business partner. So your work is delayed when Moon is in the second house. And lastly, Moon is going to be in your third house on the 28th evening to the 30th evening. And third house, there's a solar eclipse also happening. So 3, 6, 7, 3, 6, 10, 11, these are the houses, Upchaya houses. 3, 6, 11, these are the Trisharaya houses. So this eclipse in the third house, Rahu in the third house, is not bad for you. So this is the time when you will be having many ideas in your head now. You will be good at speech. You're going to be communicating your mind. You're also, you know, Rahu is there, so you might just deviate from what you were talking about. Suddenly you're saying something, and the other minute you're saying something else. That is the Rahu energy in your third house. You might just be very skillful. You might just take up, you know, acting, speaking, you know, dancing. Some trait might just trigger. Travels, short journeys might just be also happening. Maybe your siblings are going overseas. They're going to be deciding about their subjects. Job change is also quite likely. Travels because of your work. Maybe there's some project in hand that you have to travel and discuss. something. So this is the time, but avoid the solar eclipse time. It's not considered to be good for travels. I know it can't be, that you can't travel at all. No, it's not like that, until unless you have a dasha of a particular graha which is getting triggered. If there is something, some mishap which has to happen, it will happen in the dasha antardasha of a particular graha when it is forming a connection with a transiting graha also. Maybe there is a sun dasha and sun is eclipsed right now in the Pisces sign on the 29th. So there is a eclipse on the 29th. So that's the time when you have to be a little careful about, because Lagnesh is also Kambas, no? So you have to take care of your health any which ways. Drive safely. When you're chopping veggies, be careful, even extra careful. You can just cut your finger. So that is something you have to be cautious about. Take care of your health any which ways. Do not take any loans. Mars is in the 6th house. Don't take loans. Take good care of your health. Ketu is in the 9th. Take care of your dad's health also. Okay. Relatives, you might just be connecting with your relatives and friends during this week also. I wish you all a very, very happy transit of Saturn in your 3rd house. This is a big time saving grace for you. You are relieved, I would say. And also there can be some communication issues, delays in projects. You have to be very careful about. Speak clearly. Do not get involved in any kind of gossip. Avoid gossiping. Focus on structured thinking. Organize everything, your calendar well, and your whatever you want to, just plan everything in a positive manner and in a meticulous manner. Be analytical and you're good to go. Okay. So wish you all a very happy new year, a happy Ugadi, and a very happy Chaitra Navratri also. Wish that Goddess showers all the love and affection and blessings on you. God bless you all. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. First of all, Aquarius natives, I wish you all a very happy Chaitra Navratri, Chaitra Shukla Paksha Pratipada. We do have a happy Yugadi also for you all. So season changes. So this is why, the Navratris are very important. So we are going to be spiritually inclined. We are introspective during this time. We rise because of our spiritual growth as well. Now, with the moon transiting through your 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses, this is going to be making you quite intuitive. You from 24 to the 26th afternoon, moon is going to be in your 12th house, is going to be aspected by Mars, Jupiter, and Ketu in the 12th. So this might just give you some intuitive abilities, creativity. There can be a keen interest in mystical sciences, spirituality. Your relationship with foreigners might just trigger. You might just be traveling during this time. You're thinking of growth. The cycle is coming to an end. You're very introspective. You're self-introspective. You're actually, just tired and you want to rejuvenate yourself. You want to reinvigorate. You want to work on yourself. Take a retreat. Just go and relax. This is something which moon says in the 12th house. There can be some unnecessary and uncalled for expenditures also which can happen. You're working on a project, you're spending long hours in isolation for that also. Then moon moves into your 1st house. Now, 1st house is the house of self discovery also. You can have some very favorable results when moon is in the 1st house, learning mantras. Maybe you're buying a vehicle, you get promotion, your luster of body is improving, you're working on your speech, you're working on your it's like a good fortune is smiling on you. It's like that kind of a situation. In the classic text, it says you might just buy good foods, good clothes during this time. So this is luxurious items, and mood definitely swings when moon is in your 1st house. So just make sure that you're nurturing kinds, you're helping others. If you want to go for any kind of change in your personality, in your body, on your appearance, so you can go for that also. Your emotions would be out there for everyone to see. You will be reactive on one side and you can be very emotional, you can be very aggressive. So both will be working together maybe, at times. So you can be very excited whenever you're doing something. Oh, let me do this. Some excitement is there, when moon is in the first house. Moon is what? Emotions, no? So that is why you might just feel that kind of energy. 26th afternoon to 28th evening, moon is going to be in your first house. So this is what this is about. Do not give any kind of hand loan to anyone also during this time. 28th evening to 30th evening, moon is going to be in your second house. And second house is the house of food, family, finance. And this might just be the time when you can be very emotional about your family values. Rahu is there. So do not just go out of the way to make money. Maybe the path that you have opted for is not the right path. So that is something you have to see, because sun is also our soul, our atma karaka, our confidence, our righteousness. So if you have the solar eclipse happening in your second house, it means that you will lose your family values and you will go beyond it and you will go against it, I mean. So that is something you have to be very cautious about. Do not get carried away in a situation which is too good to be true. Do not get carried away and lured by this, and follow your family traditional value systems. You can be very creative. Do not give any loans to anyone. You will not get it. Take care of your partner's health, your life partner, business partner, or other people, whosoever you are very attached to. Take care of that person's health also during this time. And also, second house is the house of mental setup also, because how your mental happiness is. So maybe you need that kind of energy from your family members. You need that kind of support from them. So discuss things openly. Maybe there is a procedure that you have to go for in the mouth region. Maybe there is a problem in your mouth, teeth, speech. So you need to work on that also. This might just be bringing about some unwanted fears, uncalled for insecurities that you can have, with moon in the second house also. And when moon is in the second house for Aquarius, especially, there is a financial uncertainty that you can experience with the eclipse energy playing out in your second house also. Some impulsive spending. Avoid, I would say. Learn financial discipline and long-term investments, how you have to save wisely, spend wisely, so that you can save that kind of money also. Mars is in your fifth house. Take care of your kids. Do not conceive right now. If you have, then just take care of your health even more. Ketu is in the eighth house. You have to any which ways take care of your health. Mars is in the Gemini sign. So your communication gap can be there with your kids, with your children, with your romantic partner. So do not be in impulse. Make a decision wherein you just lose your relationship. Unnecessary, you can just trigger up. So that is something. And also Saturn is leaving your Lagna. So it's a big time relief that you have been going through, the slowdown, the delays, the frustration that is coming to an end. Okay. So with this, in the second house transit, I think things are looking much, much, much better. I wish and pray that Goddess, this Chaitra Navratri Goddess may shower all her blessings. Okay. God bless you all. Coming to the next one and the last one, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses. So when moon is in your 11th house on the 24th to the 26th afternoon, so this is the time when you can maybe, connect with your friends, your social circle that you move around in, or maybe there are certain projects that you're discussing with your own people, the community that you move around in. You can be very innovative also in the 11th house. You're very ambitious and you will be working through your projects, etc. You're going to be meeting some influential people also during this time. Some professional network is going to expand also with moon in the Capricorn sign. And also there is a likelihood that your desires are getting fulfilled. You're going to be working on your investments during this time, where to park the funds. You're going to be taking the help and advice from the experts, how you have to gain those monetary, monetary gains. So you will be feeling quite happy, comfortable, and also the support, the kind of support that you're expecting from other people, you will be getting that as well. Any kind of documentation issues you have been going through, it's already so late. So now you will feel relaxed. Oh, thank God this happened. Also, any kind of health issues you have been dealing with, now you will get the cure, or you will get the right kind of treatment, where to go, which doctor to seek. Also, there is a possibility that your maternal uncles, aunts, relatives, they are going to be helping you, or they have some issues to deal with, and you're going to be helping them out. Both ways it is going to work, or maybe either or. And also some kind of friendship outside the circle might trigger also during this time. So be receptive and be open to it. And any kind of new projects, if you want to start, you can do it on these dates. Then moon is going to be in your 12th house on the 26th afternoon to the 28th evening, in your 12th house. So when moon is in the 12th house, it is quite a disturbing kind of a phase, or maybe you're working too much, you're very tired, you're in isolation, you have a Saturn energy also playing out. Saturn will be coming out though after 2 days, but still, there is lack of timely meals, lack of sleep when moon is there. So maybe you're working long hours, that is one, or maybe somebody is in the hospital and you're looking after that person. Also, there is quite quite likely that you lose your temper also during this time. There can be that you engage yourself in quarrels, unnecessary quarrels. You can become lazy when moon is in the 12th house. You'll be pushed down to a lower level of standards. You can be jealous of others. You can be having difficulty in generating sources for money, resources. Also, this can bring about some mourning also in the family. Somebody is not well, so you have to look after, and you're feeling quite heavy at heart also because of that. So just pay attention to that person who's there by your side. Don't wander aimlessly. Pay attention to your environment and do things which are actually, required. The first thing first. Then moon is in your first house, and there's an eclipse happening, solar eclipse in your first house. And there's a clustering of planets also: Mercury, Sun, Rahu, Venus, Saturn, moon. 6 grahas are going to be in your first house. So there's a lot of energy in the first house. So first house, you might just be having a lot of mood swings. So from 28th evening to the 30th evening, we have in the Pisces sign so many grahas in your first house. So this might just bring about some changes in your personality, in your perspective, your self-introspective. You are going to be very expressive also, talkative, expressive. You're very excited. Sometimes you have those kinds of mood swings, you're swinging in between. Sometimes you're thinking of growth, sometimes you're not able to decide what you want, or there are certain emotions which are baseless, which are illogical at times. So that is what happens when moon is in the first house with the eclipse also. Sun is the Atmakaraka, lack of confidence. So you think that, I can do it, but then the next minute you say, no, I can't. So that kind of an energy, that kind of tug of war you go through with the eclipse energy. So do not just deviate from the path that you've opted. Just pay attention to your family values, what you have learned from your childhood, and the childhood experiences, the raising, how the parents have inculcated those values in you. Don't deviate from the path, and you're good to go, of course. Okay. And maybe your own partner is going to be very influential and is going to be helpful. Maybe he's very spiritual right now and can just help you out if at all you're going through some upheavals. So just pray to the Lord, to the goddess. And as it is, we do have a Chaitra Navratri also that we're heading to on the 30th. So I wish and pray that the goddess blesses you with abundantly, and you have all sorts of happiness and peace in your life. Also, Mars is in the 4th house in the Kendra. Ketu is there in the Kendra. Can you see so much energy in the Kendra? Means that there is some change which is anticipated. Maybe you're changing your place, changing your job, changing your business, changing your profession, career, abode, where you live, buying, selling of property. That can also happen. And investments, heavy investments can be involved also during this time period, but avoid the solar eclipse period. Okay, avoid. And that's happening on the 29th of March. So do not make any important decisions on this day, if at all you are in the dasha of Rahu and Sun especially, and moon also. Okay, because moon is emotions and moon is your 5th lord also. So you need to connect with your children, maybe take care of your children also during this time, because Rahu is looking at your 5th house and the 9th house as well. So travels might be a little cumbersome if you are traveling overseas. So I would suggest that, If you can avoid solar eclipse time for travels, if you can't, of course, it is not possible that if you have to travel, you have to travel. But still, just make sure that you're leaving your house at the right time. Okay. The Tatkalik Mahurata, that reading I do, so you can just, go for the election reading, where you have good timings also in a day which match with your horoscope. So that is what is the astrology was basically for the Mahurata only first. So this can bring about identity crisis, career confusion in you, deep transformation will happen, higher self-awareness will happen, but you need to work and focus on self-improvement during this time and avoid self-doubt. What is happening? You're actually having a lot of doubt, and that is you have self-doubt. So that is why you're not able to rise and grow. But remember, Saturn is going to be in your first house. You're going to be very, very hardworking now. There is lots on your plate, and the laid back attitude, the laziness or procrastination will not work your way. So you need to be really focused and pay attention to growth and work harder. There can be delays, there can be frustration, but at the end of the day, you will definitely get, because Saturn will give you and bless you by the end of the day. Okay. So wish you all a very happy Chaitra Navratri, everyone. Happy New Year, Hindu New Year, and have a great, great week ahead and a great year ahead also. May Goddess bless you all with happiness, abundance, and good health. Stay blessed. Om Tat Sat.